we could just lead right into this because we already pretty much discussed most of it. But what else is bumping this week, guys? Let's talk about some new belts that we got. We got 2 new belts this week. How did we feel about anything that we saw this week, guys? Go ahead, give me something, because there's a lot to talk about here.
Shut the fuck up so I can say it. So, this FTW belt, right? I know that was the big announcement. That was the thing that you thought we gave a fuck about. That bullshit ass belt that Taz had like in '92 and shit. I don't remember the year. What year was it?
That's the problem, right? Like, it was a niche market that watched ECW that fucking remembers the FTW title.
There were like 17 people that popped.
Yo,
Shout
I think
he knows it as the For the World Championship after he asked me what FTW means.
It should be the Forget the World title.
I think the only
world title.
In all honesty, I think the only person that popped when Taz made his announcement was Tony Khan in the back, because he's a huge mark for ECW.
Yeah.
And now the FTW title is on his show, so he's like, yeah.
Why'd you make him sound like
he did a Vince McMahon? That's good shit. I kind of feel like, when they were setting up the feud for Moxley and Cage, at some point they're like, yeah, and then Taz is gonna announce this big announcement, and because Moxley's not involved now, they forgot about that shit, and last minute he brings his fucking belt, and that's what happened. That's how it came off as.
Daniel Bryan should really come out next week and be like, that's what I was going to announce, and it was fucking stupid, so I never did. And that was your shit on this entire concept altogether. If Daniel Bryan's like, yeah, that idea that I had fucking remember I never told you? I never told you, right? What my huge puzzle?
How about this? How about if MVP comes out and says, you see, this is how you treat a champion. This is a new belt. I'm not going to go get my old United States championship and hand it over to my client. I'm just saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying.
Okay.
Much better. Much better.
That could be a nice, quid pro quo.
I'm not sold. I didn't like the energy I saw in Cage, like, behind Taz during this promo either. Like, it was.
You know what it is? Is that Taz is on another level.
I want to see more from Cage.
Can't comprehend.
Cage looked like a little bitch standing behind Taz to begin with. All right, like
I wouldn't say that about man that Taz, bro.
Say it to his face, old school. Say it to his
face. Whatever. Fuck it. Let's do it. Worst he can do. Worst he can do is beat me up. I've taken a beating before.
I'll back you up. Look, I got you, old school.
Again.
I got you, old school. I'll back you up.
Let's do it. That's all I need.
So you've been beaten off. I don't think you've been beaten up.
Le damos fucking paupa y después ponemos mentol.
Listen, man. Listen, old school's battled monkeys, man. We could do this. I
have fought wild animals, including a monkey, before in a train station. So let's do this. So bring his flippy ass over here. I'll beat his ass too.
Statues don't count.
No, they were live monkeys from the jungle. I mean, it was a weird situation. There was a bottle of milk involved. It got weird.
Cocaine's a hell of a drug.
Weird. How about this? How about we invent a title, right? And then we just say that it's named after an existing title that we didn't win. And just paint over it. The United States Championship. Ugly as fuck or gold?
Nah, that shit was fire, bro.
That shit's fire.
I remember it was leaked. A concept of it was leaked at some point over the years. Something similar to that. But I thought it looked crisp. It looks different than anything we've seen. Especially when it comes to the WWE belts. I mean, the last belts, they've had a run, I mean, with the exception of the Intercontinental title, of making the belts look the same. So this is something fresh, something new.
Different. Yeah.
I'm with it.
I didn't see the need to change it, though. I did like the old one still, too. I like both. It's whatever.
It allows it an opportunity to uprise it. You know what's for me, honestly, when they debuted it, I thought they were gonna try to put Bobby Lashley to win over the U.S. title.
Yo, but
you know what I mean? 'Cause
what
I'm like,
happened?
you want to elevate the title.
I mean, we might get there.
What we gonna say, PCF?
What happened with Apollo Cruz? What happened? Where was he? Isn't he the champion?
Nah,
Yeah.
isn't MVP the champion now?
No.
Well, I don't know. Did he ever
No,
win? I think Apollo Cruz is going to
no.
come back next week and find out. And
Apollo
address
Cruz
it.
is the champion, so why wasn't he there to show off his own title?
I don't know if they wrote
COVID-19.
him off, but yeah, it could be the
think
COVID.
that was-
The COVID.
I think this was part of
I think it was COVID. I think it was COVID.
I think he was one of those positives they just got back.
Ooh,
When in doubt, COVID out.
Oh no.
yeah, word. I think that's going to be a thing that MVP uses to kind of convince Apollo Cruz to come into the fold, right? Come be part of his organization.
No, I like the way he went afterwards.
No, but
He went to Cedric Alexander. I like
Oh
that.
yeah. I like that.
He
Talking
went into
about-
his year.
Talking
After
about
that.
living in Ricochet shadow and shit.
Yo,
So
but
either he's grouping up or he's gonna get one or the other. But I like Cedric because he could use that.
I like him
Cedric
more.
can use it, but imagine Ricochet under MVP.
Ooh, Ricochet can
I would-
use something like
Heel
I would rather
Ricochet.
not.
Nah,
Huh?
I mean, because his
Yo, I don't-
charisma,
Ricochet.
he has Rocky Maivia charisma. Like it's not
Jesus.
gonna work.
I just need whatever gets him TV time, man. Because he can go. He can go.
He can
Yeah,
go,
He
but
needs,
at least
he
make
needs
it
to be on the
interesting.
TV.
Make it
Like-
interesting. Put MVP on the mic representing him. They'll make it interesting.
For sure.
Yo, I say bring Ricochet back to NXT. I'm
I
sorry.
say,
Yeah, I say bring everybody back.
I say put him on a 205 and make that larger than it is.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I
It's gonna
say
be
they
hard
make
to.
like new brew.
Ooh, Ricochet will fit good in 205.
Did you say a new brood?
Yeah, bitch. That's what I've been saying. Yo, Rude and Ricochet.
And who's at the end of this disgrace? Baron Corbin?
It'll be Ricochet and Dexter Loomis. It'll be
He'll
like
spit the blood out.
And
Ooh,
fucking-
Loomis.
fucking Archer. Dog.
Who?
What?
Not
Raw
Archer.
promotion.
What-
Did you say Lance Archer? I'm down.
Not Lance
Lance
Archer.
Archer, by
I'm
the way.
down.
Lance Archer with the Jake the Snake Roberts vibes against Joey Janela. Yo, that shit was awesome.
Damn, this guy
Destroyed
put
him.
him
Yeah, shout out to the
up
man.
from NXT now.
You
Oh.
mean the slaughter of Joey Janela? Jesus Christ.
No, I was,
See how he hit those ropes, yo?
yeah,
That's
that was
that's
Yes, sir.
he was
Joey.
making
Yo,
out with bro.
Archer put his his knee on his back and stretching out the rope. Just remind me of Jake the Snake. How many times did we see the Snake do that shit to people? It's infiltrating his character. It's great. There's a great pairing.
which snake you talking about, JP? Because you're not wearing any pants.
Wear your pants.
No necesitas
You
tu
have no
pantalón.
belts on. You have no belts on your pants at all. We're talking about 2 new belts here this week, and you're not wearing not one. Speaking of 2 belts, we have a series
do
of.
that yourself, you asshole. You can't do the lead-in and then do the fucking. You can't transition that way. That's not how that works.
You can't triple stamp and double stamp.
You can't alley-oop to yourself.
Wait, you
And
triple
then
stamp.
he's done.
You gotta lick it before you stick it. You gotta lick
Yeah.
it before you stick it.
Yeah, nah. Okay.
This guy,
See?
bro. 2 belts.
Fucking
It's a
burn.
reoccurring theme we got going on this week. And for the past couple of months, we got Becky 2 belts. We got Bailey those straps. We got Sasha talking about having 2 belts. We got Keith Lee.
Skin is going.
Ooh.
And maybe Moxley Cage.
What
Maybe.
about Naito?
W belt.
Put them all on the line, damn it.
So, what's up with all these 2 belts?
It
Why
looks
we
cooler,
doing-
man. It looks cooler. It looks like good shit.
Yo, but
I
it's-
think we're really, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're really underestimating how low the roster numbers are due to COVID. This is why you have people double dipping. This is why Charlotte needed to have a break because she was on every night on all three promotions. Maybe the rosters are limited. We don't know.
This is what happens when you're lacking star power.
This is happening throughout wrestling. This is happening in all the promotions. This is happening in WWE. This is happening in AEW. This is also happening in Impact.
Is it limited in number or in star power?
Who's the last one that won all the belts in Impact?
Kurt Angle.
There's a few of them that's done that though. He's not the only one, right?
Austin Aries, I think too.
AJ Styles.
And out for him.
He had a wonderful career in Ring of Honor.
Yeah, the best. He eats very healthy, I hear. Listen, I don't know. I don't think it's a big deal, but I mean, I like when it's two serious titles like what Keith Lee's doing. I love because it's like the Intercontinental and the World Heavyweight. That's dope. The tag titles.
Wait. It's the first time we're like, not the first time, but this reminded me of that match of Ultimate Warrior, the Intercontinental Champion, versus Hulk Hogan, the World Heavyweight Champion, at SummerSlam, with the Intercontinental Champion, Ultimate Warrior, going over on top. Keith Lee had that moment. What was even more beautiful than that, I'll talk about later.
Well, he got belts now. So, like, here we got this 2-belt fever going on. Why do we have several people in the business right now? 2 people in one company with 2 belts. Why are there 2 people in one company with 2 belts right now?
Because there's only 2 people there actively right now, thanks to COVID. So you can't book anybody. Oh, Sean Spears. They forgot to book Sean Spears.
What about
they booked him on AEW Dark. He was fighting Brian Pillman Jr.
Jesus.
Oh, word.
That's facts.
They said you worked the dark match.
Facts.
Yeah, they have a lot of talent. I just don't. I have to say it's got to be the talent issue, right?
Well, honestly, that's what you say. Is it talent or is it the quality of the talent, right?
Not the quality, just there's no physical people there. Like everybody's home, you know.
This is what I believe. They got people in the audience that are actual wrestlers, yo.
Yeah, but that's what they're being used for, apparently.
Honestly, I wrestle every Wednesday, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Shotzi, yeah.
I think they're scared to kind of commit to any storylines that make sense because they don't know when they make a shutdown.
Well, they are expecting fall to be resuming. So, are they going to restart then? After September? I don't think anything's starting down. That's personally, but that's what they're thinking. Who knows?
What are you talking about?
Them resuming business with the fans, having fans coming in.
Nah, fans ain't gonna be in. Nah, man. Yo, everybody gotta stay home.
2021.
Let's people go into events for next year.
Fans coming back for Mania.
The second wave is coming, and they may have to shut down next week. That's what I'm talking about. All right. They're trying not to push
I'm not trying to go out
any feuds because they don't know what's happening week to week. You know, they're trying to go with the flow.
It's funny you say that, JP. It's funny you say that you don't know what's going to happen week to week because on Saturday, July 11th, 7/11, right? Our good friends at Synergy Wrestling.
Yo, I just got a flashback. What the fuck?
Putting on a goddamn show. Incredible lineup. And one of the bangers on that show was Alex Zane and Blake Christian going on a 30-minute match, dog. But that shit got canceled. And why did it get canceled? Well, because, you know, they had to quarantine. Well, Colin, being the guy that he is, and Synergy being the company that it is, they found more than satisfying replacements, let me tell you. We got the Warhorse and AJ Gray.
Yo!
2 out of 3 falls match. The whole card is stacked.
He knows karate, dickhead.
It's going to be on Fight TV. Check it out this Saturday, 7/11. And it's going to benefit the Nurses Foundation, bro.
It's not 11/7?
Most stuff.
dyslexic piece of shit.
It says episode 11-7. You asshole.
Stop breaking the law. So, who's taking this summer, man? AEW or NXT? Who wound up winning the ratings war, really? These are the two things we're going to be covering right now. JP, talk to me a minute, man. Who you feel is set up for the future between AEW and NXT?
You see, Victor Villain, you seem to forget that history indeed does repeat itself. You seem to forget that people learn from their mistakes. And there's no way NXT is losing to AEW.
Ooh.
Because they've had the most consistent programming. They've had the best cards when it comes to pay-per-view, including Great American Bash. NXT is pure success. It's the best thing on WWE. It is the best thing in professional wrestling. Case closed.
Listen.
Vinnie Mac ain't gonna lose to nobody again.
You think it's that decisive already?
Even if he has to hand it off. He'd rather hand it off with his face on it than ride the car and put the dent on it.
What?
Yo, you're an athlete. You start like veering off the course of making sense. Like you're just teetering. It's teetering.
Everyone out here doing Ultimate Warrior promos now. It's very. We going on a plane ride
to the stars and galaxies.
Galactic in the stars and Uranus. Uranus.
Listen. That was adorable and all, but let me tell you why you're wrong. Tell Karina I said what's up, yo. So here's the deal.
Yo, for real.
NXT had all this time to establish and build this base before AEW came along. Here comes AEW. Now, let's be honest. AEW is not competing with the WWE. AEW is competing with the WWE in a practical sense, yeah. But they're not competing against Raw or SmackDown. They're competing against the third brand. A brand that was developmental up until the development of AEW. All right? AEW has disrupted the giant in such a way that we have not seen in over 10 years. All right? WWE is pulling out Great American Bash 2-week fucking shows, fucking this and that, pulling out fucking stops, counter-programming the billion-dollar company. Counter-programming not just on NXT, but also on its main roster shows. Being disrupted by this indie darling AEW upstart company. That is success. Before we go into bashing all of this and praising all of that and da-da-da, just remember this one simple fact. AEW is a year and change old. It is a year old for all intents and purposes. Remember that. This shit has been around for like fucking 12 minutes. Give us some time. And it's competing.
Well, is it 12 minutes or a year? Which one is it?
12 months. 12 months. It's been 12 months.
12 minute month, days, week things.
So like TNA / Impact has been competing with the WWE for like 15 years, 20 years.
But ratings wise, were they competing?
No, nowhere near what AEW is doing.
That's just because they got money, right? They got money. They went to TNT.
It is what it is. It is what it is. They're here. They're at the show.
I would say early TNA was still better than early AEW.
Ouch. Wow.
But let's remember, early TNA was also during a low point in WWE.
I mean,
at one point, same thing here, right?
The talent, I give you that. You had Samoa Joes, you had Stings, you had Kurt Angles that were going. You had
Booker T,
AJ Styles, Booker T. Those are names.
I saw a clip yesterday of Booker T when he was on commentary, and then he gets in the ring and starts fucking people up with the mic. Like he's like,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, why?
give him a kick. Oh, pull. Oh, kick him in there. I'm gonna come over here. Set up for a big kick. Boom. And yeah, that is hilarious, dog. Why don't people do that? That shit is mad funny, yo. He was just, and now he says, and I'm a Booker T says, boom.
Just do different elements. Some people, you know.
Or could it be because this younger generation of wrestlers forgot that the entertainment side of it? They're so focused on the wrestling aspect of it that where's the entertainment of it? Because at the end of the day, it's sports entertainment.
Yo, dog.
It's a different book that they read.
You want entertainment? Tune in on Mondays and Fridays, bro. I want wrestling.
And if you want wrestling, tune in on Wednesdays.
Yeah.
Yes. That's it.
Y'all sound like crazy ass snobs. Fucking what is wrestling? Fucking from what you consider to be wrestling is a far cry from its origins. So I'm like, what is wrestling to you, and why is Wednesday more wrestling than Monday and Friday?
Definitely no bullshit, bubblegum, corny scripts that we're worrying about ruining the entertainment value, because I'm watching NXT to watch the fight.
You forgot strapping Stephanie McMahon up in the
No, I'm talking about today.
I'm saying
the question was from the all time?
No, my point is that like all time, there is loads of bullshit.
Oh yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like, what is wrestling? Like, what is wrestling to you? Is all of it not wrestling?
Professional wrestling, in my eyes, is a product performance that from opening to close, I am seeing a story being told, story amongst character development. From the entrances to the finishes, you are engaged in a storyline. Who are the participants? You're on a roller coaster of emotions.
And that's not what's
You're not getting that on Mondays and Fridays.
No way.
Unfortunately, you are not getting that. Because why is there such a stark difference between what we see on Wednesdays compared to Mondays and Fridays?
They get more time.
Because of the stories that are being told,
formatting,
the things that are being pushed that are not working.
Yeah,
that's what the problem is.
Talk to me about formatting, Joe.
It's a different game. It's a different game plan.
I feel
have an extra hour.
When you talk about Monday and Friday, it becomes very predictable, and a lot of it's garbage. There's no attention to detail. It's garbage. There's a lack of consistency. What's up?
No continuity.
Wrestling?
There's no continuity. What's that?
Is it not wrestling?
It is wrestling.
Sure.
It's wrestling.
At a bare minimum.
Superman and Archie are both comics, but which one are you going to read?
I don't know.
Archie, of course.
But they're still comics.
I'm reading El Condorito.
They're all into the comics genre, so they're comics. It's still wrestling. I see what you mean.
Y'all saying there's only wrestling on Wednesday, right? There's a focus on perhaps a different format, maybe to Joe's point, right? But it's still fucking wrestling. Like, we used to watch the wildest storylines that sometimes made no sense. Y'all just talked about Rey Mysterio getting thrown into a tractor trailer. That happened. That was real.
Didn't call the police, man.
but see, that was engaging. Why? Because that happened in the middle of the invasion of the outsiders into WCW. That shit was fascinating.
It was because we perceived Vince's guys coming down to WCW to invade, right? When we first saw Scott Hall and Kevin Nash, we were not informed. Maybe that's also part of it, right? We've become so smart. We've become so in the know, quote unquote, right?
Dumb it down a bit, guys. Fuck.
Well, I think right now, the only reason you guys are not drooling on yourselves about the finish of Great American Bash is because it was leaked.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because beyond that was a phenomenal match.
Yeah.
They put in work.
So let's blame it.
I don't understand how Adam Cole at like the 200 pounds soaking wet with a bunch of bricks on his head was in there in that match with Keith Lee.
And had a headlock on Keith Lee, like it wasn't nothing. Like he was just, hey, you fucking with the wrong one today, boy.
the Canadian Destroyer that he hit off of Keith Lee, bro, the man is at least 350. That shit was crazy. Why is that what we get on NXT? Why aren't we getting that more consistently on the main card, on Raw and SmackDown?
Because on Raw and SmackDown, it's rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat.
Yeah. You know what was my favorite part of Raw was the Heath Slater Drew McIntyre segment.
That was interesting.
Because that drew in from
I'm gonna tell you right
reality.
Now,
what's up?
I'm gonna tell you right now what it is. You want to know the difference between Raw, SmackDown compared to NXT? Raw and SmackDown is Batman Forever, Batman and Robin compared to Dark Knight, NXT. That's what we're talking about.
No, I see more Joel Schumacher. We all want to see Chris Nolan.
Facts on facts, bro. And who's the Chris Nolan in NXT? Triple H. Who, by the way, I found out this week. Thank you, whoever sent that to the chat.
That's not his real name.
Pedigree's an H.
Paul Levesque.
That was me.
Pedigree's an H. Pretty PCF.
Can I also say R.I.P. Joel Schumacher? Didn't he die like last week? I feel like we've been disrespectful.
Damn.
Joel Schumacher.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Wow.
Aha! Wow. So what's next? What is next, guys? What is next in the wrestling world? What is next?
Ese mismo.
Can I go?
Go ahead, JP. Talk to him.
No.
See, there's only one show that I know what's next. And the reason behind it is because of the continuity, because of the performances, because of the nuance involved in each and every aspect of the product. I know for a fact that Keith Lee's next arch nemesis is going to be Karrion Kross, baby. Because you saw at the end while he's celebrating the ring, you see him and Scarlett in the Raptures looking over, licking the chops. What belt is he going after? It doesn't really matter. Because the thought of that and the way they set that up has me salivating and woo! Let's go. Let me get it.
I feel you.
Give me what I want.
You know what's not
what I want.
Tell what he wants.
As JP was rambling,
All
right. I came to the conclusion that what's not gonna be popping is this fucking FTW belt.
Is that what's not next?
Is why it dilutes the prestige of your title. It did nothing. Like you thought that shit. You thought that people could be like, "Oh wow, yeah, this shit was so cool." No, man, like nobody gave a fuck. Everybody's like,
"You think it was presentation though?"
That what?
You think it was the presentation though?
Nah, I thought it was just that title.
You're just not interested.
Nothing. It just didn't. Like what the fuck? Like who cares? Who cares? Like, what?
They broke the cardinal rule of titles. Anytime you hand a title over to someone that didn't earn it, that already loses legitimacy, right? That's why Asuka's run right now is crap, right?
That's why I can't take Moose and Impact serious with that TNA title. I can't take that shit serious. That dude is ass. Cabeza de huevo is ass.
I bragged on Baron Corbin. I've ragged on Baron Corbin so much throughout this entirety of this podcast. So much, ladies and gentlemen, that he has blocked us on Twitter and Instagram. Just because of me. Because I understand his historial. I understand his lack of success in the NFL. I digress. I was enlightened by the one and only Tommy Dreamer about the lack of success that our boy Moose had in the NFL. And he is now going to be part of my ridicule because not only is he carrying a belt that has no valor, a belt that he did not win. The man cannot play a down for the Patriots. He got bad rings, but no sweat.
Fucking guy, bro.
Listen, I share the passion. I share the passion. I share the emotion.
Yo,
It's just
you know how he
for-
wears his rings? They're mad big because he didn't earn them, bro. They just swimming on him.
I feel the frustration, but only in a different area. Adam Cole, baby.
Oh my
What the hell? Now.
205, baby.
205, baby.
Yo, not for nothing. This is serious. Whatever is next for Adam Cole is gonna be great. It's gonna be phenomenal. It's gonna be fantastic. I can assure you that. But I hope that it happens near October, December. You know why? So that the man can hit the gym and put on at least 10 to 15 pounds, yo.
¿Cómo te invité?
No, he lost a lot of weight. He himself has said it. He lost a lot of weight.
I feel like a lot of.
I think just for his health. I feel like just for his health. Because seeing him go against Keith Lee, like he can't do that every night, yo. He can't do that every night. Hey, yo, not for nothing. This championship reign he's had has been very physical. Think about the bumps he's taken. He took a bad bump on the neck off that cross line from Keith Lee.
Hey, a hell of a title reign, man. Old school, you had some thought.
My bad.
But my whole thing is, the Undisputed Era, I feel like they all lost muscle mass, right? Like, I don't know what happened in between. Like, everyone's like, nah, fuck it. We're not going to.
Kyle O'Reilly finally back in the States.
Thank goodness. the one legitimate guy in the group.
I agree with you, yo. Adam Cole is trash, garbage, yo. Kyle O'Reilly.
Kyle O'Reilly is a man among men. Yo, he is nice. And shout outs to the classic they had in ROH. Not the one we went to old school. It was the first bloodbath that they had.
Oh, in Manhattan Mayhem? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, they showed clips of that. Also, that what they've been showing sneakily, apparently Adam Cole has commented and leaked out that he's good friends with one Kevin Owens. Is this leading to some future work, some future collaborations?
Maybe a Mount Rushmore 3.0?
I don't think first time.
And okay, question, guys. If Adam Cole is coming up to Raw or SmackDown, is he coming with the entire group or is he coming solo?
What do you? He has to come with everybody.
You think so?
Yeah, they're a group. Yeah.
Does anybody have belts? No, none of them have belts right now.
Or if he doesn't come with everybody, they can stay in NXT, but they have to be involved in his matches.
He's not a threat unless they're there.
I can see that.
The real question is, is Vince McMahon gonna take these 4 men serious?
That's what I'm so scared of.
He's gonna book him like the Riot Squad, yo.
Exactly. No, not even the Riot Squad. He's gonna book him like the Spirit Squad.
She's gonna have them get dumped, and it's gonna say back to Orlando.
So that's why Adam Cole should stay in NXT.
But wait, let's keep in mind, Adam Cole hasn't renewed his contract though.
He gonna take his Canadian destroyer down to fucking Jacksonville. That's what he's
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah,
why not
be with his girl?
Why not be with Bray Basura Baker?
Oh
my God!
What if he helped rebuild NWA?
Or what if he helped rebuild ROH?
Who, Adam Cole?
I think ROH is better, right? ROH actually makes a lot more sense. But they already have Marty, who's involved in like neck deep in shit. So I don't know.
I feel like Adam Cole's beyond that at this point. It's either AEW or nothing.
Nah, he's staying put, man. They treating this man too good. Triple H's not gonna let him. Go nowhere.
Triple H and Shawn Michaels are high on Adam Cole, but
how
does Vince feel about Adam Cole? Can he get the Daniel Bryan treatment? That's the thing.
Why does he have to go up though? He can stay. He can stick around.
It just kind of felt like it was the end for him.
My fear is going to get the Christian treatment.
It does.
Bro, what else does Adam Cole have to accomplish?
But it doesn't have to be, Vince. You don't have to take this one.
Hey, Y'all
If not,
remember when Finn Balor was like the hottest thing in NXT, and then he came up to the main roster, and then what had happened?
Caca sandwich
Well, to be fair, it was an injury.
with a side of
He won the
totones.
Universal title. He got pushed. He got the opportunity, and he got hurt.
I feel the way
Adam Cole put on 10 to 15 pounds.
exactly.
I'll tell you what happens with Adam Cole next. He comes out with Undisputed Era, and they betray him, and they find a new leader, and Adam Cole becomes a face.
Sounds too Japanese for me.
I mean, what else does he have left? Look at Johnny Gargano. He had nothing. Gargano had nothing else left to do, accomplish in NXT, and he's a heel
I think Gargano is planning something. He after the interview on Wednesday, he goes, "Oh, we're gonna make some noise." I didn't peep if he meant something by that on that show. Well, I didn't see anything.
Who do you think would be the face though, or who would be the new lead?
The new lead, it could easily be
Finn
Roderick
Balor.
Strong. Roderick Strong, you could give Roderick Strong the lead.
Jesus. So I remember Roderick Strong's old ROH promos, and that frightens me. He was not necessarily the greatest on the mic. He's gotten a hell of a lot better.
On the mic.
Yeah.
The leader has to be the best on the mic.
Also, then put it on fucking Kyle O'Reilly.
I'll tell you who.
Bobby Fish?
No. AJ Styles.
Oh. That's disrespectful, and I love it. Do it.
Would that be interesting to bring AJ Styles? He's sad because his crew left, right?
But
he got a new club.
Got a new club, and like that's what they turn it into. And they're vicious, and they fucking attack. And like AJ Styles like he's sharp. He knows how to handle shit.
Or what if Adam Cole? What if Adam Cole goes up to SmackDown and he forms a new stable with AJ Styles, the Club 2.0?
Ooh.
I don't know, but Adam Cole and AJ Styles in the same program is money, and so is Kevin Owens. So I would like to prefer him to go to Raw. But yeah, AJ Styles and Adam Cole is a program I want to see. Yes. I don't know, man. I just don't know if we'll get the right match though. Because if we get Adam Cole to the main roster, kiss his good matches goodbye. I think because he's not gonna get time. He won't have the same time in NXT.
We have the right to be afraid because what have we seen time and time again? There's been so many champions, NXT champions that have gone to the main card and have fizzled. Look at some of these champions that have not gotten the treatment they deserved. Big E, Shinsuke Nakamura, Finn Balor.
Yo, why are you reading
Corbin Dallas?
Fucking graduation, bro.
Some of these individuals had name changes. You know what I mean?
Finn Balor, Kulari.
Yo, the $1 million question.
Remember Bo Dallas?
I said Corbin Dallas.
Multi-pass.
Wait, that's yes.
Multi-pass.
The only podcast that still mentions the movie along with Walter Mercado. Don't miss it. If you haven't seen it yet, Walter Mercado's new documentary on Netflix. Come in, my man. Come in, my man.
Y'all know he had a girlfriend?
No.
That was Chris Tucker.
What the fuck is this?
Oh man.